Now, what happens is, I'll do question 3. A quadratic equation looks like this, doesn't it? Everybody agree with that? Now, what I need to get out of your heads is this. Is this still a quadratic equation? Sort of. What if I put in Kenny instead? Or Kenny represents a number. What if we say, open it up and say Kenny, this can be Kenny as well. And then, what do we say? Minus 7 and plus 3, is that right? And what can I say down the bottom? Kenny minus 7 equals 0. This implies that Kenny must represent the number 7 and Kenny equals minus 3. Is that okay? Now, what I'm trying to get out of your heads is basically, I'll just get rid of all the Kennys and put back in X. Is that okay? So my point of doing that was I'm trying to get rid of the idea that it always has to be X. It could be anything. Okay? So is everybody happy with that? That'd be the way we do it normally, yeah? So what are our two answers? X equals 7 and, or whatever is in the brackets equals 7 and whatever is in the brackets will equal minus 3. Now, anybody care to tell me what I'm going to throw into the brackets this time? Look at the pattern. Instead of X, what do you have in the next one? It's exactly the same thing, isn't it? Look. 4 minus 4 minus 4 minus 21 minus 21. The only difference is instead of having X, you now have 5t plus 2. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to rub out the X's this time. You don't actually have to do this, but actually we won't do that. Just at the very bottom. This would be 5t plus 2, wouldn't it? Yeah. Everybody agree with that? Now you don't need to multiply this out because you've already done it. The answer is 7 and minus 3. So all I need to say is 5t plus 2 equals 7 and 5t plus 2 equals, move out the other side and we get 5t equals minus 5. This implies t equals minus 1, and then the other one, 5t equals 1. Can anybody summarize the technique for doing these questions? Anybody talk? Step 1, do the equation they give you. Step 2, compare part 2 to part 1. What's similar to part 2 and part 1? They're the same quadratic equation. So essentially, the answers for X are also the answers for the second question. So you just put the second question equal to the answers for the first question. Is that alright? You guys now, I did 3. You guys are going to try a bit of step up, alright? But you guys are going to try question 6. Yeah, it's handy enough. So what you would have got was x squared minus ax plus 12 equals 0. And you would have said x minus 6 and x minus 2 equals 0. And you would have said x equals 6 and x equals 2. Now, instead of having x, what do you have this time?
Y squared plus 4.
So x is in fact equal to y squared plus y. This means two things. It means y squared plus y equals 6. And it also means y squared plus y equals 2. Now what you do next then? I already subbed it in. What you do? Bring them over one side. You got another quadratic equation there, don't you? And what about this one here? Take away 2. Alright. Two numbers that multiply to give you minus 6, but will add to give you plus 1. Plus 3 and minus 2. And the other one, two numbers that multiply to give you minus 2, but add to give you 1. Yeah, 2 and minus 1. What are your answers then? Y equals? Not 3. What causes this part to become 0? Yeah, and this one here? Yeah, this part here? And this one here. And you're done. Okay? So,